from the deep depths of the Asylum. This is Jbomb and Puddy. Save the planet! Well, we're back. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Jbomb and Puddy Save the Planet, the new podcast here. KJX3 original podcast, proudly endorsed by Mountain Artist Democracy. Thank you, everyone, for listening. If you are interested in joining Mountain Artist Democracy, please do so. Look us up on Facebook, Mountain Artist Democracy. Oh,
Place for artists to be.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, what a time.
Yes, indeed. It's been a while.
It has been a while. Going to go do a quick rundown of what we have in store for you guys today. We're going to explain what we're talking about because this is a new podcast, so this is the first episode, so a lot of people don't know who we are by chance. And I know there's been a lot of new MAD members, new prospects and everything, so for them this will be an introduction to both of us. Well, more of an introduction. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. More of an introduction to me. You've had your introduction as you brought back the MAD recap a few weeks ago.
I did, yes.
We're also going to talk about briefly recently played games and movies that we've missed through the 5 or 6 months which we've missed. We'll explain that later. We're also going to talk about SummerSlam very quickly, even though neither of us really care, but we do. we do like wrestling, so we will bring it up because SummerSlam is still kind of a big deal. And then we got a new end segment that I'm going to probably do a little bit of a rant on, and I cannot wait for that.
He's going to be very angry.
I feel like I am going to be a little bit angry, and I'm probably going to wake up too, because once again, just like old times, I guess, as in old times as in a year ago, I fucking was asleep.
He was.
I took a nap, and I did not wake up until like around 9:30. It's almost 10:30 now, finally getting this podcast started. And once again, it was a fucking headache to start.
No, yeah, it was a pain in the ass.
Oh, nothing simple.
It's like nothing ever changed.
No,
you know?
It's
You're sleeping, you're still a narcoleptic. You just don't want to sleep right at the time that we start to record this thing. Puddy's taking a nap, and I'm blowing up his messenger, going, "Hey Keith, hey Puddy, Keith, Puddy, hey Puddy, Keith, hey Keith, let's do a podcast."
Well, that should go into our introduction or reintroduction, anyways. I've been saying that a lot here this year. Reintroduced my video thing of KJX3. Now I'm reintroducing a new podcast.
I reintroduced the recap.
Mm-hmm. A lot of reintroduction after a long break of everything. So
it's the summer of new beginnings.
Absolutely, dude.
Yeah.
So
like that?
I do. I like it a lot, man.
Yeah.
So as my friend here just said, I'm Keith Martin. I go by Puddy in most regards of life, not just even the MAD group. My buddy here, his name's Jack Hagerman, but he mostly goes by Jbomb.
It's Jack Hagerman, damn it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Don't be mad at me.
There ain't 2 G's in that name. It's Hagerman, man.
Hagerman. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'll introduce myself. Everybody, I'm Jack Hagerman.
Mm-hmm. Hagerman.
Hagerman. In Mountain Arts Democracy, I'm known as Jbomb. Loved by most, hated by few. But yeah. But yeah, that's me.
And we once did a podcast called All Things Today, which led into our own thing called The Asylum, while my cousin, what am I talking about? My cousin Noah was in there with us. He came back around January or something like that. And we only did the podcast up until the end of February. In fact, I have here, because we looked it up right before the podcast, before we recorded this one. The last recording we have of any podcast was February 28th. So
that's amazing.
by that would have been the episode March 2nd, because we're still doing the same formula in the sense of how we record. We record on Thursdays, have the thing up by Saturday. So, yeah,
Yeah,
February 28th was the last day we recorded a podcast. So,
it's been a while.
it's been a bit, and this has been something we've been wanting to do, and I feel like you all deserve an explanation as to why there hasn't been a podcast, because we're not really saying anything as to why just yet. We're just saying, hey, we haven't been doing it for like 5 months.
I mean, I will say we're not saying that we didn't enjoy doing the podcast. We always had fun doing the podcast.
Right.
Just things happened, and we're gonna get into that.
Pretty much.
But we're back now.
Yeah. Pretty much life stuff, and we're not going to go into life stuff particularly. I don't think that's anybody's business exactly what's going on, unless we make it our business.
Yeah.
Or we make it their business.
Yeah.
But I will talk about what's been pertaining to the podcast, which should be your all's business, because you all enjoyed liking to talk or listen to us. And
Sometimes.
the biggest problem with that was internet on my end. I would say, so there were issues through March and a bit of April that were not pertaining to the podcast, which I'm not going to go into, but around April, which is whenever we actually wanted to restart All Things Today, Jack and I were, Jbomb and I, that's so weird calling you Jack, I don't know why.
I think it's like the third time in my life you've called me Jack.
I don't. Jbomb's so much better. I like that. I mean, I'm not saying your name's bad, but
you can thank your uncle Skinner for that. He came up with that name.
Well, thank you, and he will be on this show as a sidekick, which we will talk about eventually. I don't think we have that on the agenda right now, but we will talk about that eventually.
Yes.
But like I was saying, so around April, something like that, lost internet. We have been having Xfinity, Comcast, whatever you want to call it, for years. Money was getting
internet.
Money was getting tight, and so we went down to Frontier.
Yeah.
Which is basically what a lot of people call, really fast dial-up.
Yeah, damn near dial-up.
Yeah, I mean, it basically uses the same setup. You set it up through your phone or through the phone line, which is utterly ridiculous in my opinion. Why in the fuck? By the way, we're going to cuss. There you go.
Yeah, we're back to the Asylum days. We're cussing like hell.
Why in the fuck would you still have internet available to the public, to the masses, whenever internet's going so much faster and so much better that can barely get above like 2 megabytes per second?
Unless you live out in the middle of nowhere, you have no excuse.
Unless you live out in the boonies, which you're just now introduced to internet, which, by the way, welcome to the 90s, then there's no reason not to have internet better internet. I mean, Frontier, the way they do their stuff is they sell you on how much speed there is. Like, oh, we got like 25 megabytes per second and really fast internet speed. What they don't tell you is, yeah, they do have that, but it's probably shared between your whole entire block.
Yeah.
That's what they don't tell you, and it's really stupid, and I hate it, and I want to throw a fit every time I think about it.
So, yeah, needless to say, my buddy Puddy here, Buddy Puddy, I like that. He had shitty internet. He couldn't really, do a podcast during that time.
It took 2 months before finally anything got restored to the point where, I could possibly do a podcast. And now we're back with Xfinity again, which is very ironic.
Yeah.
We leave Xfinity just to go back because literally there's nothing else in this area that we can get.
That's all I got here where I live at. So I know how you feel.
And it's the best. Like, yeah, I have problems with it every now and then, but I'd still rather have this than goddamn fast dial-up.
Yeah, exactly. You can do podcasts with Xfinity.
So
do
that's
a commercial for Xfinity.
Welcome to Xfinity Wireless. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be more Frontier, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Xfinity would be more like, welcome, you're loved here. Sorta. We're still gonna
Yeah. As
fuck you every now and then, but you're still loved here. Come on
long as you
in.
pay your extremely high bill, we will take care of you.
Yeah, well, you know. Whatever it takes, man.
Yeah, totally. And then like once you finally got back on, got back into good internet and got your Xfinity back, me and you actually just started discussing the idea of bringing a podcast back.
We have been discussing it for a good couple of months. Once I
I'd say
finally
since
got,
June.
yeah, a good couple of
Yeah.
months, because that's around whenever I got it back. We were like, we're going to do it. We're going to bring back all things today. That's the key. Bring back all things today.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, my cousin was the at one point was the sole runner on it, and we got the interpretation that he was going to let us have it, which I think that was the plan, but I think also too, like, where there was no activity, he might have assumed
That we
that,
were done.
yeah, that we were done, yeah. So he set the page up for termination on Facebook, and that was really unfortunate, and I was just like, oh man, all that work for a year.
Yeah, I mean it was a great podcast, and Noah did great with it, and it was Noah's concept. So
Absolutely. And
I mean
we
it kind of gave us the kick in the ass to start our own thing and see what we can do.
I will give
And
credit to Noah for this. If it wasn't for him setting up this podcast, you and I wouldn't know each other.
no, we wouldn't.
So I give Noah 100% credit for that, and I appreciate my cousin a lot. I just wish that there would have been a little bit more notice.
Yeah.
Because
But I mean, on the other hand, Noah's got he has a lot of shit on his plate.
Right, yeah.
Which, by the way, Noah actually is now, I believe, an EMT. He went through his classes and he's got the job and got a baby on the way and all kinds of stuff.
He's got a lot of crap going on right now. So congrats to Noah for getting through his first bit of schooling for being an EMT. And I just want to go ahead and say it right now. Anytime you want to come back on as a sidekick, you're more than welcome.
Oh yeah, would love to have him back for an episode.
Get the old band back together once or twice.
Yeah,
we would love to have you. We'll discuss it later on. So Noah, love you, cuz. Thank you, and we hope everything goes well for you.
And as I know of Noah and the club as GIF, love you, brother. Hope everything's going good, and hope to have you on one day.
So that has sort of been the catalyst for this podcast. Now, why are we calling ourselves Jbomb and Puddy Save the Planet?
Yeah.
Well, I thought that since one part of our gimmick was we were in the... I need to really stop playing with this ruler. That's making a lot of noise. Sorry. Yeah, I had a little ruler at my desk here, and I was just fiddle farting with it. And it's coming through the mic because I don't really have a... I have a mic that picks up a lot of sound that's not just my voice.
Yeah.
That's why That's why I don't touch my keyboard that much, because my keyboard's very clicky.
Yeah, clicky click.
But I'm just sitting here playing with a little ruler that has this little extender, destender, if that's even a word thing. Yeah, I need to get rid of that.
Sitting around playing with yourself,
I'm sorry, I can't help it, Dad.
You're going to go blind, Puddy. You're going to go blind.
I know for sure that that's not the case. I have done study after study. Wink, wink.
He's tested that theory many, many times.
Did I just admit on the podcast on the first episode that I masturbate a lot?
I think so.
That's gross.
Boy, we've kicked right back into full gear, didn't we?
My family listens to this. How am I saving anybody?
We've hit the ground running.
I just went scatterbrained. What the fuck?
I was saying we hit the ground running.
We did.
Because we jumped straight into you talking about how you like to play with yourself constantly.
Stop it!
Yeah, that may be a new gimmick that we do. We never done that on the other one. We could always remind you of how much you like to pleasure yourself.
I hate everything. Why do I open my mouth sometimes? But so speaking of degenerate thoughts, back on the All Things Today podcast, Jbomb and I did the Asylum. We were members of a fake asylum, obviously. And so I thought it would be a funny idea as instead of us being like continuing the asylum thing, how about we
Big
say,
lunatic.
yeah, instead of being complete lunatics, we can still be degenerates, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
but not be, the lunatics running the asylum and everything.
We're gonna save the planet.
Instead, why don't we make our characters, I guess, if you want to call us characters, we're same people. Why don't we make ourselves be superheroes?
Yeah.
And throughout the course of the podcast, you will hear more implementations of that, including the end thing that I have for you, and we'll talk about that here in a little bit because I can't wait.
I'm gonna think of myself as more of like the anti-hero.
Anti-hero. That's a thing we could do too. Like just be anti-heroes. Like
I'm kind of like the Wolverine, Deadpool kind of guy.
right, yeah.
I'm not the Superman, Batman. Kind of guy.
It's like you'll say like "fuck you" to whoever, but like you do have a kind heart.
I do. I try. I try.
So with that being said, we enjoy talking about a number of things,
Oh yes.
including but not limited to video games, movies,
Yep.
professional wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And just anything in general that pisses us off or we think that should be brought up because it's really fun and really cool.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm a bit of a music junkie. I'll throw that in every now and then.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't
And
know
then
much
aside
about
from
music.
that, we're all kinds of random goodness.
Oh, absolutely. Just like we've already heard today, obviously. Just a bunch of random, silly, goofy, degenerate fun. And I hope you all enjoy this new ride that we have got on. And I do apologize right offhand because I don't know why I can't talk today.
Because you beat off too much.
Shut up! Is that what's clogging my thought process of like,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't jerk off before I came back onto the podcast. God.
Yeah. He has to spank his monkey a little bit,
Hi, Dad.
Yeah. Because I know your dad used to listen to the other one, so I can't
He'll
wait
fucking listen to this one, and he'll be
I
like,
can't wait to hear the input on
"Oh
that.
my god." Oh well, if I cared, I'd be more conservative about it, but I don't care.
Yeah. You don't have that filter. Just
I honestly
that's
like
why
not,
we make fun podcasts.
political views aside, I'm very like loose lips. I'm a very open book, but like not pertaining to a lot of things. Like, how do I explain this? When it comes to that, I just joke around. But like, if I had to be serious about what I do, I'd just be like, I'm not telling you shit.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be like, I'm freaking like to touch myself and play with peckers. I don't know. But it's a joke.
You might want to specify you like playing with your own pecker.
Well, that's the joke. You don't know.
I don't.
But like, if someone actually came up to me and it was just like, Keith, you're gay, I'm just like, no. Well, explain it. Like, have you been with girls and stuff? I'd be like,
That's none of your damn business.
shut up. Why do
like
you want to
to
know?
You stay out of my shit, man. Don't read my diary.
Are you Facebook trying to get into my stuff? You can't have my stuff, wiener.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll say just about anything, but when it actually comes to like specifying what I am, I'd like curl up into a little ball of my own pity and just I don't want it. I don't want to talk about
horrible.
it.
Sounds excruciating.
It's pretty bad. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
pretty bad.
It's haunted me for all my life so far.
And then you rub one out and you feel a little better.
Shut! Oh my god! It's like, ooh, I feel so much better now.
Yep, yep. Boost of confidence.
It's just so relaxing. I feel so much loosey goosey afterwards. What can I say?
Yeah. Now our listeners for our first episodes be like, they spent like 10 minutes talking about jerking off. I don't know. I don't
How
know
are
if
they
they're
supposed?
saving. They're
How
not
are they
saving
supposed?
shit.
They're saving me a listen. That's what they're
Yeah.
saving. Oh
Wow.
shit. Well,
Yeah.
speaking of games and stuff, not jerking off. Uh, what have been some stuff that you've played? Because while you talk about that, I'm also gonna bring up something that happened to me within the last month that might be hindering that a bit.
I will be honest with you, Puddy, and then this will kind of give a we've talked about the reason why you missed out on doing the podcast, and I know I missed out, but as some of the listeners from the old podcast know, I kill bugs for a living, and I'm a
Mm.
single father of 3 kids. Uh, so I didn't, with it being summer and spring, bug season's been insane, which has, kept me working and then taking care of kids. I didn't have time for anything. So as far as video games go, I think like maybe I've played Rock Band a couple of times since our last podcast. I still haven't beat Red Dead Redemption
Really?
2 yet. So yeah, it's been it's been rough on me getting to play any games lately. Between doing club stuff, being a historian for a club that's 60 people, and then taking care of 3 kids and working, killing bugs, and, paying bills and living life. It's just been rough. I ain't had time to play a game or nothing.
It's
Um,
been a bad summer.
it's
Just
been a long summer. I love
it's
fall, and I can't wait for it to get here.
yeah, me neither, man. And school will start back like in a couple weeks. I
Yeah,
already cannot wait to get back there. And some people will say, "Oh, I don't want to go back to school, whatever." But it's just like I can't wait
yeah.
to actually have something else to do.
But
And
you're
like,
going to film school. That's got to be fun too.
yeah, that kind of helps.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, I've played Red Dead when I can, and I've played Rock Band quite a bit here lately,
Hmm.
just because I've been trying to be more active. So getting in front of the TV on some drum sets, gets you moving pretty good. Um, but aside from Red Dead and that, I've been dying to play the new Mortal Kombat. I just haven't had the money to buy it.
It happens, man. I know about that money thing, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, do you play Mortal Kombat?
I do not. I don't really care for Mortal Kombat that much just because I'm not good at it.
Uh, Now I like
So
Mortal Kombat, and then I heard that they announced that Spawn is going to be on this one.
yes,
DLC, and I'm
I heard
like,
about
yes,
that.
I have to get this damn game. Yeah, I'll wait till it goes on sale for half price, buy it, and play the shit out of it.
You're probably the best at this point just to wait until Black Friday. I mean, I know that's still a few months away, but
That'll
you,
probably take that long for me to get the money together to buy the damn thing anyway.
well, yeah. So I mean, at least at that point, Spawn will probably be out. The
Oh
game
yeah,
will probably only be like $20 or $30.
yeah,
You're better off just waiting for that and be like, oh, I just got myself an early Christmas present. Awesome.
damn straight. Yeah, I like that.
And that's whenever the best deals are, anyways. So
Yeah, I'll probably do something like that. I'm all about finding deals.
me too, man. I love Black
Yeah,
Friday now. Going out and getting the best deals on stuff. Although last Black Friday wasn't that great. Like I've only been out twice on Black Friday for deals and stuff, and the first one was so much better than the last one because the last one I just got movies and stuff, which is fine. But I was looking for deals on video games because that's my thing.
yeah,
As much as I like, as I'm going into film and stuff, I prefer a good video game because I can actually play it.
yeah.
But it didn't seem like there was that many good deals on video games. Plus, I got a shit ton anyways, and I don't like to admit that, but at the same time, I'm a gamer and I play a lot, so I do.
And what have you played recently?
Well, that goes into what I was going to talk about here. So at the beginning of July, it was literally like the 3rd, because I remember being day before the 4th, and obviously being the 3rd, and just excited for what was happening on the 4th. I was going to go up and see my family and stuff. We had a grill out there at the old cabin that we have, and it's going to be a really fun day. And I turn on my PlayStation to just watch YouTube, because when I don't feel like playing video games, I just turn on YouTube and watch whatever's on there. And then I get a prompt that says, your PS4 is overheating.
Oh, no.
Yep. So
Oh.
I freaked out, because when that happens, comes 3 red flashing lights showing that, yep, it's overheating.
Yeah.
So I unplug it, I turn it off, I clean it off, I talk to my PlayStation friends, like, what do I do? Can I fix it? And they just saying, like, clean it out, use one of those air in a can things to clear it out. I didn't have that, so I had to rig up a thing to actually be able to do it. I used the air vac, because I had one of those, and I cut a hole into a little piece of tape, and I put it on above that, and because the suction still is going to be like really powerful with a smaller hole, that actually kind of worked. And so I replugged it back in, gave it a chance, turned on for 5 minutes. I thought, oh great, it's going to work again. Cool, that must have just been a temporary little heart attack I had there. And then it overheated again.
Oh, God.
So I knew around
So have you got to play anything?
I still have a PS3, and I still have a Nintendo Switch, so
Awesome.
I'm not caught up in like the big titles for PS4, obviously. But I've went back and played a little bit of PS3 games that I've had for years and just haven't played because the PS4 came out, and I'm just like, well, I like the PS4 better.
Yeah.
And the PS3, bless its heart. It was. I'm a huge Sony fan. What were they thinking with the PS3 at launch? What the fuck were they thinking? They pulled an Xbox One before Xbox One even thought of doing it.
Well, you know how
Holy
them game
shit.
systems go. They like to be the first at everything.
I mean, they were trying to do this thing like it was an all-in-one entertainment system. And that's fine. That's what they end up turning into anyways for most people.
It was horrible, though. It didn't even have a good media player.
It didn't. Like, yeah, it had a Blu-ray disc that the Xbox One or the Xbox 360 didn't have. But the games on it were just so
Shitty?
not by design of the games, because PS3 had a lot of good games. Uncharted,
Yeah.
great series on the system.
Oh, yeah. I loved Uncharted.
The Last of Us, great. It's hindered by 2 big issues. One, the controller, because the original controller was so much worse. It looked like a fucking boomerang. And I'm not even kidding. If you haven't seen that at this point, then go search the original PlayStation 3 controller and have a laugh, because they thought that thing was going to be so much better than the Xbox 360 controller.
And I'm sure plenty of people got angry enough that they realized that the controller was not a boomerang, because when they threw it, it didn't come back.
Yeah, it was just it was just a shitty product.
Yeah.
So instead of continuing with it, they just said, we're going to bring back the PS2 controller.
Yeah.
The same controller that they've had since the PS1.
Yeah.
Well, since the PS1 actually had the DualShock in the sticks.
Yeah.
But the original ones, they don't bring the DualShock in. So it's like,
Yeah, they didn't have that in them.
you have this controller that feels like a feather. It literally feels like you can break it.
Yeah.
With just playing a little bit on it.
Like you could look at it too hard and it would crack.
Exactly, and it's basically the same thing you've had for years now if you're a PlayStation fan.
Yeah.
So it's like, God, What are they thinking? And then like that whole data breach happened in 2010, which I
Yeah,
think really spooked Sony.
yeah,
And that's definitely the time whenever they started refocusing on the PS3. Never fixed the controller really. I mean, they finally added the controller to have DualShock in them,
mm,
but it's like the size or whatever wasn't fixed. It was still the same controller now with Rumble, which it always had anyways. Or at least on PS2 it always had, so why'd you take it
yeah,
out?
yeah.
But when the
They didn't.
PS4,
They didn't really put too much thought into
they
that.
really didn't. And then whenever their system originally came out, it was like $700.
Yeah,
$700 in 2006.
yeah. I could buy a car back then that would last me like 3 years for that
The,
much.
the Xbox 360 had already been out for a year before the PS3 actually came out. It was so much better from the beginning.
Yeah,
And I never owned a 360. I probably should have. I probably
I
should
had
have
a
just.
360.
I probably should have converted.
I
Honestly,
liked my 360.
I will say that the 360 controller is probably one of the best controllers ever.
Yeah,
Just the few times that I've had to actually hold one, it just felt really good. They did a hell of a job going from the disastrous controller that was the Duke
hmm
on the original Xbox to this really nice fitting Xbox 360 controller. And it was nice.
yeah. I like the controller. Yeah, I mean the new Xbox. I like them. It's got a great media player. It's an all around good system on the Xbox One.
The new system's fine, but they killed it trying to do the whole media thing too.
Mm,
Like they didn't focus on games.
yeah,
They
I want to
focused on
put
everything
DVR in it and
else.
shit.
Yeah. And then originally it wasn't going to have or you weren't going to be able to like use disc and trade them. It'd be your own disc
Yeah,
and you'd have to like purchase something else or give someone access to it. It was a mess.
yeah,
Xbox really fucked up because they thought PlayStation was going to go that route. Well, they didn't.
yeah,
And in my opinion, that really helped PS4 10 times. Well, it's not even an opinion. It did.
yeah.
Because I still remember whenever the PS4 was about ready to come out and they had a video with the heads of PlayStation being like, this is how you can trade games on PlayStation. And it's literally just the one guy standing to the other one. I think one of them was the president of PlayStation. Can't remember right offhand. And he just hands the game over to the guy. He's like,
Nice.
that's it.
Yep, great done.
Because like I said, through Xbox, you had to go through so many hoops just to be able to play the same fucking game
Yeah,
at the time, and it was so funny. It was such like a kind of a low blow, but it was a really funny low blow
yeah,
because they knew they fucked up, and
yeah.
they knew that PlayStation, I guess, let them on.
hmm
So
Totally fooled you.
I got you good.
hmm
Well, that.
See you in 4 or 5 years. Ha.
And I think now, honestly, to be fair, I think the Xbox One, just with features and everything, is probably the better console.
Yeah.
It doesn't have better games.
No. And I mean, PS4 has in my opinion, PS4 has a better VR if you're into that.
Well, PlayStation 4 has the only VR when it comes to the two.
Yeah.
Because even Nintendo has a version of VR.
Yeah.
It's a really crummy cardboard cutout thing, but they have it.
Yeah.
Xbox doesn't have that. So it's like they're behind on.
It's apples and oranges. Both systems have their ups and their downs, which is why I have both.
Xbox really, I think, does best with its backwards compatibility
Yeah.
and its Game Pass. The
Yeah.
fact that you can from the beginning automatically download games to your system, no matter what, and it was only like
hmm
$10 a month. And it's like 100,
Yeah.
and you get like 100 games a month, and then they switch them out every now and then each month.
Yeah, or they add a couple, or yeah.
That's a really good system.
Yeah, it is.
compared to PS4 that has PlayStation Now, but it wasn't until just recently, as in like maybe like last year or something, that you could download in the PS4 games to your console so you didn't have to be connected to the internet.
Yeah.
Well, then why do you have PS3 and PS2 games on your thing as well?
Yeah, no shit.
You can't download those things to the system because it wasn't made for that.
Yeah.
And they have no ability and no willingness to actually put in backwards compatibility on the PS4, which is stupid.
Yeah. I mean, me, like I said personally, I just wish I had more time to be able to play something. I've been dying to finish Red Dead, but
You really need to finish Red Dead.
I would love to.
Now, with that being said, before my PlayStation up and died on me, I did finish a lot of games on there. I finished Red Dead. I finished a horror game called Soma. That's really fucking good.
I think I heard of that one.
It's really good. I like it a lot. It fucks with your head a lot, and that's a thing that I got into this summer too, was horror that wasn't particularly scary, but it fucked with you.
More psychological.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
The movie that actually the game that got me interested in the movie, because it was actually based on the movie, was Silent Hill, and
Yeah.
the movie was Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
I honestly think that Jacob's Ladder is like one of my top 5 favorite movies now.
Jacob's Ladder is a damn good movie.
It's so good.
It
And
really
then
is.
like I was listening and watching someone play, because I have Silent Hill 2, and I was never like a fan of horror as much as I am now. I tried to dip my toe in it every now and then, but I was just like, oh, that's scary. But like, I just listened to this guy and watched this guy play this game, and yeah, I've heard and I've seen everything the game has to offer. I would still
Yeah.
love to experience it myself.
Like I'm a big fan of the horror genre across the board. You know, whether it be the slashers or the zombies, the vampires, psychological, you
Hmm.
know, Stephen King. I love all horror. Halloween's my favorite holiday, so I'm a big horror nut. So I get into all that creepy, scary shit. You know,
It's excuse me. It's so good.
I like to be freaked out. Uh, to an extent.
I like to be freaked out, but I don't like to be like jumped at.
Mm,
Like, if a movie's actually scary, it better like make me scared, not
yeah,
not like spook me.
not
Like
like
with a
something
real
pops out of nowhere and
yeah,
scares shit out of.
cause that's not scary. It's not scary, and if I hear that that's in movies, I automatically just like want to turn it off.
Well,
I
like
don't want
I'm
to
a big
watch it.
fan of the Conjuring series.
Hmm.
I like those. They're kind of psychological, and a lot of them are supposedly based on true events. And I like the Insidious stuff. That's pretty
Hmm.
cool to me. I guess I'm more in like I like the supernatural aspect of that shit. And of course I'm a big fan of zombies.
Oh yeah, zombies, of course.
Gotta love zombies.
That depends.
Zombies are the vampires of the new millennia.
Oh yeah,
Back
because
in the '90s.
thanks to The Walking Dead, thanks to The Walking Dead, and literally every other fucking
Zombies have kind
thing
of took over.
uh, that was doing that at that time.
Yeah, and zombies have kind of took over now.
Eh, not as much now as they did earlier in the 2010s. They're kind of
Yeah,
dying off a little bit. Not,
yeah,
they're
like
still
when The
pretty
Walking Dead
popular.
kicked in and Resident Evil was doing its thing. That was when zombies were really popping.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they've kind of died off some, but they're still pretty popular.
yeah. I mean, Walking Dead's still pretty popular. It's lost some viewers, but I mean, they're about to do their 10th season. Uh,
Which is expected because
then
it
Fear
is
the
the
Walking
10th
Dead just
season.
finished their 5th season.
Dang.
Do what?
I said dang. Because I just remember hearing the Fear the Walking Dead promos and just goofing on it a
Yeah,
lot because it's supposed to be a It's supposed to be a good show that was supposed to go off from what the main show was, and I
It took
never really
place in a
heard there was
completely
a.
different part of the country.
Yeah, I never really heard if it was a good show or not.
It started out shitty. The first three seasons were horrible.
Hmm.
Season four, they crossed over a character from the original Walking Dead. They crossed him over to Fear the Walking Dead. And when they brought him over and they added a new character named John Dory, who's a complete badass, the show
Hmm.
actually became good.
Oh,
Uh,
good.
and now they're actually doing another spin-off coming soon. I don't think they've even announced the title of it yet, but it's going to like concentrate on more of like younger, like adolescents dealing with the zombie apocalypse. And they're actually filming it in Richmond, Virginia. And I
That's
seen it.
interesting.
Yeah, I seen online that Richmond's holding casting calls for people that want to be zombies. You know,
Hey, let's go to Richmond and be zombies.
I'd love to, but apparently they'll only pay you for doing the zombie work. They won't pay for your travel, your stay, or nothing like that. You got to cover all that shit. They'll pay you for the filming and stuff, but that's it.
Dude, let's just go half on it.
Yeah, let's just go live in the back of a van and be zombies for a little while.
I'm down.
I'm totally down with that. I'm ready to fucking eat somebody. Let's do it,
I'm not even gonna lie. If I didn't have school coming up, I'd probably be more serious than I am.
dude. If I didn't have kids, I'd already be in Richmond.
That's
I would
fair.
have done I would have done found a job up there and got an apartment and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna be a zombie." You know,
When is that supposed to be happening? I'm a little curious now.
I'm not sure. I mean, all I seen was the casting calls online. I don't remember when the dates are on it, but I do know they're about to start filming anytime. They've already announced like the three main characters, well, three main actors for the show. So it's going to be soon. And plus, Walking Dead's also doing a Rick Grimes three movie series, and one of those is supposed to be out before 2019 is out.
Yeah, I
So
heard about
Walking
that.
Dead's just blew the fuck up. Walking Dead's everywhere.
Well, good. I'm
Yeah,
I'm happy to hear that. Um,
yeah,
at least it's not like season two
yeah.
at the
Yeah.
farm.
Now I will say I kind of started losing interest in The Walking Dead after they captured Negan and shit. But once the Whisperers showed up, anybody that does watch Walking Dead knows automatically what I'm about to say. For the first time in like 8 years, The Walking Dead feels more like a horror series than it ever has.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it's darker, darker lighting, more intense kind of camera angles, um, more mystery about it. Because I mean it's people that wear zombie skins and they herd zombies like cattle and use them as weapons. So you
That's
don't know.
fucked.
Yeah, so you don't know if you're about to stab a zombie in the head or if you're about to stab a dude that's going to pretend to be a zombie until you get a moment that you turn your back and he kills your ass. So
That's
it's
really
gotten pretty
fucked.
interesting. Yeah, it's gotten real interesting with them. Plus their leader Alpha is a complete freaking psycho. So that makes it even cooler.
Which is like if you're getting in a horde anyways, no matter if you're human or not, you're gonna shoot at the horde.
Yeah.
If you just happen to be in the horde as an actual human, don't be surprised if you get shot.
Yeah, well that happens on the show, but also, you got a horde coming that you think you can divert somewhere else because it's too big of a horde.
Mm,
Like there's one episode where a dude throws firecrackers one way to get this horde of like 50 zombies to go that way to free up a road,
mm-hmm.
and you can hear the whisperers inside the horde whispering them and turning them where they want to turn them to.
Oh
It's
shit,
Yeah, it's fucking creepy.
that's
They're
scary.
hoarding like the one of the last episodes before they took their break before season 10 started. She took Daryl up on a hill and showed him that she has literally tens of thousands of these damn things stuck in like a almost like a quarry, and that she can just take them anywhere she needs to.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
So she
wow.
pretty much told him, if you fuck with me again, I'll bring all these to your front door. So
I
yeah,
would die
it's going to get interesting.
if a zombie apocalypse happened right now. I would be dead within minutes.
I think I'd
Cause
be okay. I have 8.5 acres of land, and the house I moved into, apparently the person that used to live in my house was a big drug dealer.
Mm-hmm.
So my whole house, my whole property line is around my house is surrounded by barbed wire fences and a
Oh my
gate.
god.
So I'm
You'd
ready
be
for zombie apocalypse.
you'd be okay, I think, for a few days, but you also like just even without even defending yourself, you'd be okay for a few days with that. But with defending yourself, which I'm assuming you know how to wield a gun and everything.
Yeah, and I have like two.
Yeah, so I could see you lasting a little bit for sure.
And I own a bow too, so that would be the quiet stuff.
That would be the stealth whenever you have to go out and go get some supplies if there's any supplies left to get at that point.
And go hunting and shoot stuff quietly
Mm-hmm.
so zombies don't eat my dinner. You
And
know?
you have land too, so you can start farming your own crops and stuff.
Yeah, and there's enough of it already fenced in here that I could make a really good garden. So I think I'd
Well,
live for a while.
I think you'd be okay.
I'd be okay, you know.
Me, on the other hand, like I said, within minutes.
I'd have my kids out in the yard teaching them how to drive screwdrivers through zombies' heads that get stuck in the fence. And,
That's how you do it, man.
my 5-year-old would be out there stabbing zombies with screwdrivers and all kinds of shit.
You you have Daryl or not Daryl? You have Herschel's farm.
Yeah, pretty much.
You have his farm.
Yeah,
Like, welcome Herschel. Your daughters are going to be Maggie and Beth.
yeah. That they're going to
It's just,
live longer.
they're going to live a lot longer.
Yeah, they're gonna be more like Judith. Because
Little
that was
ass kicker.
yeah. Well, I guess you don't know when they took Rick Grimes off the show. He's not on
Hmm.
right anymore.
Right, I know that.
The episode they took him off, they did a 6-year time jump.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, so now it feels like a completely different show, and Judith is like 11, maybe 10 years old, and she's carrying around one of Michonne's swords and got Rick's pistol, and she's a little badass.
So they're trying to play it off like she's like almost like Clementine from the Telltale games.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Which, by the way, have you played the Telltale Walking Dead games?
No, I haven't. I've heard they're really fun.
The first one is really good story wise. The rest of them, you just have to get through Telltale's BS gameplay.
Nah.
They're fine. I haven't played the last season, but like, the best character obviously is Clementine, and she's the most developed. She's the one that you see go through all the madness of this, and you grow up with her. And like I said, I haven't played the last season. That's supposed to be the last season that Telltale made The Walking Dead before they went out of business.
Yeah.
So I'd need to play that eventually. But from the ones I have played, which is everything else until then, it's really good simply just to watch Clementine's story as an 8-year-old growing up to being a teenager.
Yeah, it's more of it's a choice based game. Like you make your choices pretty much, right?
Quote unquote choices, because Telltale
Yeah.
has became really good at, or became really good at, since they are no longer with us, I guess.
Yeah.
They became really good at making you think you have choice, but you don't
Okay.
actually have a choice. It's
It all ends up having the same kind of ending pretty much anyway.
basically, yeah, it's kind of lame because they fool you with the whole, oh, this game will adapt to your choices and you can
Mm.
be a good guy and something will change, you can be a bad guy and something will change. But then the same shit happens anyways. It's
You
just
end up
that
with the same outcome.
basically it's just that basically is like is if your character helped it or not.
That's more of a. I mean, it's kind of an interactive game, but it's more like a movie that you could just a really good story you can enjoy.
It's a storybook, yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
I'm cool with that.
And it's fine, but if you're looking for an actual like game,
Hmm.
you're not gonna want to play it. It's
Not it.
there's no game to it.
Yeah.
You can learn side quests and like side characters and stuff, but it's like, why would I ever want to do that whenever I just want to get through the game?
Yeah. Yeah. I
So
mean, I'd still like to try just to see the story because I am a Walking Dead fan, so it'd be cool to just know those stories.
Season 1 for sure will definitely get you, I think, because that was the most highly praised Telltale game. It's really good. It's really sad.
I
It
heard a
makes you.
lot about it.
It's really good. So if I have to recommend any of them just to sit down and play for a good few hours, they're not that long too.
Yeah,
You'll get it done within a couple of hours or so.
nice.
And they're 5 episodes each, so it goes by rather quick.
Hmm.
Um, Definitely season 1's the best one.
Hmm.
Oh
Now
wait
they
a minute,
made one
maybe
about Michonne too, didn't they?
they did. I just don't like Michonne, and I never finished it.
Hmm. Michonne's
Uh,
actually leaving the show this season.
is she?
Yeah, season 10
Good.
is her exit season.
Good riddance. Never interested in her. Never.
I got a buddy named Grady, and he's obsessed with her. And he stopped watching the show when her and Rick got together because it made him jealous. And every time he saw Rick Grimes, he wanted to punch him in the face. So he stopped watching because of that.
Well, I didn't know they got together, so thanks for that spoiler.
Yeah, well, if you didn't know by now, then you ain't been watching.
I don't care. Honestly, I don't give a shit.
You never.
I haven't watched since season 5, so the whole Negan stuff is still like different to me.
Ah,
And then I absolutely 100% stopped caring whenever they killed off Glenn
ah.
because as soon as like I heard that, I'm just like, well, that's the only character I liked. That's the only character that I kind of like put as, you know what, I can relate to that guy in some way. He was just a nerdy guy
Pizza
trying to live
delivery
out through the
guy.
apocalypse. Yeah,
Yeah,
had a smoking hot girlfriend.
yeah. He was a gamer.
He was a gamer. Yeah,
Yeah,
he related to me so much, and I liked him as much as people like Daryl,
yeah.
which is obvious because he's supposed to be the badass, but
I
whatever.
mean, I guess the sad part is, as I read the books,
Mm-hmm.
and Glenn went out the way he did in the books, and I knew it was coming because that something that big is something you can't really change.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the books that changed so much of the landscape for characters that it was something they still had to do on the show. But
Mm-hmm.
it sucked watching him die. I hated that.
Yeah, if I watched it now, I'd probably just be like, yeah, I'm done anyway. So I think that was season 7 that happened, if I'm correct.
I believe it was season 7. Yeah.
That's probably when I'd stop watching anyways.
Mm. Now the
So
new
like,
season, like I said, man, with the whispers, it's become creepy. It's become dark. I love the new season. Plus, I'm a big Ryan Hurst fan, and he plays Beta. I used to love Sons of Anarchy, and Ryan Hurst was my favorite character on that. So yeah, having him's pretty cool.
I would be so out of the loop if I watched a new episode now.
You'd be like, "What the
I
hell
just be, who are these people and what happened?
Why does
What?
Carol have long hair and a bow? What the fuck?"
When did the baby become big?
Yeah, how did the baby grow up so quickly? Where the hell is Rick?
But the important question is, what happened to T-Dog?
Yeah, where'd T Dog go?
God damn it.
Where's Herschel? I miss Herschel.
Herschel, no.
Yeah.
Jbomb, why do you have to bring up sad stuff?
Yeah, and it is sad because the actor that played Herschel actually passed away too.
Oh, stop it.
He did. He died. It was
Stop it,
sad.
you bastard.
Yeah. Buzzkill, motherfucker. Shit.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, speaking of sad stuff and buzzkills, you want to talk about SummerSlam?
I guess.
Ugh.
Touch on it a little bit anyway. You know,
Oh, God.
kind of like Puddy likes to touch himself. We'll touch.
Shut up! Man, I'm
yeah,
not telling you any more about my touching myself.
that's
No
all right.
more.
I'll keep reminding you.
Thanks.
But yeah, I mean SummerSlam. It's dude. Me
Cares.
growing up, when I was a kid, Goldberg was my favorite wrestler. You know, the intensity and all that. And then when, like I told you before we started recording this, like I don't even watch anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'll look it up online, and if something interesting happened, I'll go to my DVR where I have it recorded, and I'll watch that interesting moment. And that's about it. And when I heard Goldberg come back, I was like, "Ooh, Goldberg come back! Who's he going to face?" And it's a Dolph Ziggler, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on?"
When he came back and faced the Undertaker, I knew it was going to be a disaster,
Yeah,
and
and it
and it
was.
was.
It was a
Yeah,
train wreck. They damn near killed each other.
yeah, they did.
That
Uh,
was that was a
Cause
botch match from the.
he
Yeah,
he got a concussion. He literally fucked himself up going for a spear within the first few minutes.
yeah,
Which, by the way, why the hell is Goldberg trying to be like do 20+ minute matches?
yeah. No shit. He never was doing that. He wasn't doing that when it was his prime. It was
His
that was what you liked about Goldberg. You knew he would come in the ring, he would kill whoever was there, and he would leave.
That's what made Goldberg Goldberg and made him
Yeah,
good. Because he
squash match.
wasn't good in long matches.
Yeah,
Why they thought that
he's like
this was
Brock
going to
Lesnar.
be
Just like Brock Lesnar's the same way. The longer the match goes, the worse they get.
why they thought this was going to be a good main event for this show is just awful. But it's Saudi Arabia, and I have a lot of issues with that anyway. So I'm not going to go into that right now.
Yeah, Sami Zayn also does.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and all the women do.
yeah. Well, all the women aren't allowed. But yeah, I mean, I'm all for the nostalgia of the good days. So I hear Goldberg's there, and I'm like, sweet. But it's it's pointless. It's a pointless match. It's a way to make people watch SummerSlam, and I think it kind of just backfired. It's going to blow up in their face.
Yeah, and they book it so close to SummerSlam, anyways. It's
Yeah,
like, is anybody really going to buy the show now or buy the network to watch SummerSlam
I'm not.
because Goldberg came back a week before SummerSlam and said, "I'm gonna face Dolph Ziggler of all people"?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, Dolph Ziggler being anything but just like a underclass superstar is that's been a thing for years now.
yeah,
He had his time to try to be in the spotlight. They never wanted him to be. He always overperformed. I think he's
yeah,
completely overrated.
yeah.
He's
And
good, but not great.
now he's been demeaned to most likely going to be in a squash match against Goldberg at SummerSlam.
And that's supposed to help Goldberg Hal from
Yeah.
getting over that awful match in Saudi Arabia.
Did you see clips of that match in Saudi Arabia?
I did. I
I mean,
saw.
he almost dropped Taker on his head with that jackhammer.
Oh yeah, they almost killed each other.
Taker almost killed him with that tombstone. I mean, it was a shit show that they're both lucky to be alive after. I saw the video of Goldberg collapsing outside the ring after the match.
Mm-hmm.
He even admitted to knocking himself out. He said he actually knocked himself out.
He did. He went for
Yeah,
that spear and hit the turnbuckle and fucking destroyed him.
yeah, knocked himself completely the hell out. It was horrible. It was pretty damn sad.
It's very sad, and that's completely WWE's fault
Yeah,
because they don't have stars that they can do that with that make up such a big match to the point where they have to get these old guys. But at the same time, that's also Saudi Arabia because the
yeah.
guy wants old superstars there.
He
Like
wants the
apparently,
nostalgia.
which like apparently in the first show he asked for Yokozuna.
Yeah,
It's like, buddy, you're way off the times.
that match ain't happening.
It's not. Not only is it not happening, you're not even going to get Yokozuna unless you
No.
want to go to his gravesite.
Yeah, he's dead.
You fucking idiot.
Next, he won Andre the Giant.
Yeah, he wanted Andre. It's like, dude, he died in the 80s,
I want,
early 90s.
Macho Man Randy Savage will be there too. Yeah,
He had a heart attack.
yeah. And Gene Okerlund is going to host it.
Well, that one's just really sad. Which all of them are sad too, but like that one's the most recent.
Yeah.
So, God, he's
And
going.
then they also done this. I don't know if this match has happened yet or if it's SummerSlam too, but Undertaker and Roman Reigns teaming up.
That happened at Extreme Rules.
Did that happen at Extreme Rules? Okay, that shows how much I haven't been keeping up with it. You know,
And apparently it was okay. Like, Undertaker redeemed himself.
did he? Okay.
But he faced Shane McMahon.
Yeah. Uh,
And the supposed match was for SummerSlam that it was going to be him and Drew McIntyre,
yeah.
but that never happened. And
And the biggest
un-
pop I'm hearing, out of anything involving wrestling right now is, like friggin', Seth Rollins, which is a good Seth Rollins is a good wrestler.
I've lost all respect for Seth Rollins.
But yeah, I mean, this stuff with him and Brock Lesnar just circles and circles of the same shit.
He
But I mean,
he is
apparently Kevin Owens is the one that really sticks out right now.
he's become so much of a corporate kiss ass.
Yeah,
He's perfectly fine just settling with what he has.
yeah,
Whenever he said that Dean Ambrose took his ball and went home,
yeah,
that annoyed the shit out of me. Because it's just like Moxley finished out his contract.
yeah,
He didn't leave early like Austin did, like CM Punk did.
yeah,
He didn't leave while his contract was still going on. He finished out his contract and then was allowed to do whatever he wanted.
yep. And he didn't want to be there no more.
And of course, Seth Rollins uses the old WWE rhetoric because he's the company boy now.
He
He
very
says
much is.
he took his ball and he went home.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, if I had to deal with people like you spitting out corporate stuff, I'd be fine with taking my ball and going home.
Yeah.
Why
But
don't you actually worry about your own character and stop having your nose up Becky Lynch's ass?
yeah. But
Or
see, that's the
have.
biggest problem. Is WWE still has the same problem me and you were bitching about 7 months ago. Is
Dude,
they
they've had
have
the
such
same problem
great
like this
talent.
for years.
They have such great talent, and they don't use those guys. They hardly use Rick. They, that's
They
when they
don't
piss me off the most. Ricochet's fucking badass.
they don't
AJ
want
Styles,
another
they don't do shit with AJ anymore.
they don't want another Cena. They don't want another Rock. They don't
Yeah,
want another Austin. They don't want another Hogan.
yeah,
They're fine now because they are the big corporate entity. They
yeah,
are the big star. When you
yeah,
go to a WWE show, you're going for the WWE.
yeah,
It's no longer you're going for your superstars that you want to see. There might be some guys that you like, but it's not like the main draw. The main draw is it's WWE. It's
yeah,
that history of great talent and great characters like the Hogans, like the Ultimate Warriors, like the Rocks, like the Austins, like the Cenas, like the Batistas. It's
yeah.
that history that WWE is now all focused on, and they don't give a shit about
Yeah,
making a new superstar.
no, they're riding off of history to hopefully save them, and it's going to backfire on them. And I'm hoping it does with the creation of AEW. I'd love to see AEW do something. I mean, they got a TV deal with TNT. Starting in October, I think.
Yep. I'm
I
going
mean,
to be all
that's
over
a
that.
great idea.
Like, I'm so far gone from WWE at this point.
Yeah,
I don't care anymore. And I just want something different. And
I think it'll
obviously,
take AEW time to start actually even competing with what WWE is, and it may take a long time.
it'll
But
be a
it'd just be
long
nice to
time.
have something different.
It's so nice to actually have choices in wrestling because you'll have AEW, you've had CMLL, you've had Major League Wrestling, you've had. You still technically have Impact, even though no one watches that anymore.
You got Ring of
Um,
Honor and
you got
NWA.
Ring of Honor, NWA, which NWA is also getting a TV deal. Billy Corgan announced that not too long ago.
What was it?
I said Billy Corgan announced a new TV deal for NWA wrestling, so
Oh,
they have their show coming up soon.
well, actually, before actually, it was after we ended the podcast and stuff. Me and Travis Phillips,
Yeah,
we went to the Crockett Cup.
really.
Yeah, it's the first time Crockett Cup's done anything in I think 13 years. It was the first time they've had the Crockett Cup in 13 years. And dude, it was a Ring of Honor NWA mixed show, and I had a blast there. I'm a Marty Skrull fan now.
Nice.
I love Marty Skrull, and the whole Villain Enterprises thing is just cool to me. Yeah. So I had a blast at that show, and I had more fun there watching these hardly any named guys than I do watching any Raw or SmackDown anymore.
And it's so weird because within the same company, they have excellent TV.
Yeah.
But it's not Raw and SmackDown. It's
No.
NXT.
Yeah. NXT.
NXT's great.
And then they
Apparently,
bring one of these great names from NXT and put them on the major
put them,
brand like Raw or SmackDown, and they completely destroy their character.
ruin them. Yeah, look at EC3. Who?
Yeah.
It's like, where the fuck's he
Aleister
been?
Black.
Lacey
Aleister Black
Evans.
gets used. Yeah. Lacey Evans comes out there and walks around the ring, walks right back up the fucking ramp most of the time.
They gave her a shot at the belt just because she was blonde and pretty.
Yeah.
And then trying to be more edgy, they shot up a really close shot of her ass at Extreme Rules. I'm like, are you PG or are you not?
From what I've read, they're actually slowly breaking away from the PG format because of SmackDown moving to Fox. Fox says they want an edgier SmackDown, and Vince is figuring he's just going to try to make an edgier product altogether. And I mean, I'd love to see it somehow come close to what the Attitude Era used to be. I just don't see it happening though.
It won't.
No.
It will be nowhere close to that because that was at a time where Vince was almost going out of business thanks to WCW.
Yeah, and he tried.
And he tried. WWE's not going out of business.
AEW ain't even going to get close to putting WWE out of business.
Nobody is still going to be close to putting WWE out of business. It's just that there are so many more alternatives to choose from, you don't have to watch WWE. And people are tuning out because of it.
Yeah.
Because of alternatives and because pro wrestling is just not popular anymore.
No.
It's not good.
Yeah, it had its time. It was very popular. Everybody watched it, and now it's kind of dropped back to what it was before that, which is nobody watches.
I mean, it's basically just a bunch of carny shit anyways.
And it's the same shit every week, from what I read.
Just because you know how wrestling started, right? Pro wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah, it started in fucking as carnies. They were all carnies and like the carnivals and stuff.
Circuses and shit, yeah.
Yeah, circuses.
Yeah.
So it's like the mainstream probably won't particularly like that unless something big happens, and the big stuff has happened. We've had the rock and wrestling stuff with Hogan and all them. We've had the Attitude Era with Austin and Rock and WCW with the NWO.
Yeah.
You got to do something now, but like if you make it more realistic, this is just my opinion, which is what I think people want now is more realistic stuff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of stupid, but whatever. Yeah. People want more realistic stuff with a show that's predetermined and scripted.
Yeah.
How are you doing that with professional wrestling? I mean, you literally probably just have to start hitting people.
Yeah.
And that's not the point of pro wrestling, to actually like hurt people.
That's like AEW did that. That's the one thing I've only bitched about with AEW is what they did with Cody Rhodes.
I hated that.
Where he took a actual steel chair shot to the fucking head.
I hated that. This isn't the day pre-Chris Benoit. You don't need to fucking hit each other in the head with steel chairs.
No. It's supposed to be fake.
Was it impactful?
Don't bust this guy's head open.
Yeah. It had an impact. People were talking about it, but it was definitely for the wrong reasons, and I hated seeing it because it was just like, AEW, you're supposed to be better than what WWE is doing, and I feel like this is straight out of something they would try to do if they were desperate.
Yeah, that's what it is. Is AEW trying anything they can think of to get attention, whether it be good or bad attention, not realizing the consequences of what they're doing. You know, Cody Rhodes could have easily paralyzed himself taking that shot.
Easily.
Yeah. That shot was brutal. I watched it, and I couldn't watch it again. I was damn. You know?
And they're supposed to have a match. Like, I still can't wait for Shawn Spears taking on Cody Rhodes. I still can't wait for the match. But it's like, that shot was just like, why would you have him do that?
Yeah. Why would you even agree to take that hit?
Why?
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It builds up to the story.
Yeah.
And it makes it more personal that you actually fucking almost killed him.
Yeah.
But there's no reason to do that. And then why didn't Cody raise his hands?
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine with people trying to aim for the head with a steel chair. Like, I don't have a problem with someone doing it because if I'm going to realistically look at somebody and try to hit them with something, especially like a steel chair, I'm probably going to aim for the head.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. However, you got to be smart enough, and I don't know if I'm blaming this on Cody more than anything, but just in my mind, I feel like you got to be smart enough to put your hand up.
Yeah. I was totally on Cody. Cody wanted to take a shot that people would talk about, not realizing how much he's putting himself at risk.
Yeah. And granted, we're not professional wrestlers. We don't know. We're just being a bunch of bitchy fanboys or whatever. But at the same time, it's a normal safety thing too. Like, you don't want to fucking hit each other in the head with chairs.
You don't want to see a wrestler that you grew up with, paralyzed from getting hit too damn hard.
I can't go back and watch that Rock Foley match from Royal Rumble 1999.
Oh God, yeah, that was. Oof.
Rock continuously
beat the hell out of him
with his kids in the stands and everything, with little Noelle Foley, which is really fucking hot now.
Yes.
Just, it's so brutal, and it's like, The Rock was probably on some drugs and stuff, not like cocaine, but steroids, obviously.
Yeah.
That's why he was covered up at the time too, I think, because he was on steroids.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I could be getting that wrong, but it makes sense. Just because Rock wasn't dressed up to actually wrestle like he normally would.
Yeah.
And can you just imagine a guy that roided out, the guy that's already a big guy like The Rock, hitting Mick Foley, who's not that strong, who's just a big blubbery guy, who had already been through hell previous year going through that Undertaker Hell in a Cell match.
Mm-hmm.
And then just getting walloped in the head 11 times.
While handcuffed.
While handcuffed. Not protected. It's like, granted, it's not 1999 anymore.
Yeah.
And Sean Spears hit him once.
Yeah.
But I don't want to even see that.
No.
It's like people that want that brutal stuff don't know what pro wrestling is.
Yeah.
They do not understand what pro wrestling is.
They need to watch UFC.
They need to go and watch UFC, which, in my honest opinion, I kind of find boring.
I enjoy MMA. I like watching UFC and Pride and stuff like that.
Like, I respect them a lot more for the fact that they're actually fighting each other. So
yeah.
It's not like the respect isn't there. But it's like, if I'm going to sit down and watch either professional wrestling or MMA, if you gave me a choice, I'm probably going to watch pro wrestling.
Yeah.
And it's because more so there's a lot more going on character-wise, or should be anyways.
Yeah.
Athletic, you can be more acrobatic, I think, in a wrestling ring.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more stuff you can do, a lot more moves you can do. You're not
try
just
that aerial
watching...
shit in UFC and you're gonna get punched in the face.
Yeah. You're more toe-to-toe in the UFC, and then you go to the ground, and I think, to me, that's just boring. Like, if it was just a straight-out fight like boxing, I think I like watching boxing more because they don't actually, go down to the ground.
Yeah.
And they just straight-up one-on-one box.
Yeah.
So I could actually watch boxing in comparison to...
But, I mean, you're choosing wrestling over because you prefer more of a entertainment value kind of deal.
Yeah.
Not more of an actual real competition. You want you want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I watch TV.
Yeah.
I mean, professional wrestling's no different in the sense of a movie.
Yeah.
It's
it's like when I was a kid, when I was a kid, I loved wrestling, and I'd always hear people say, wrestling's fake, and I would look at them and be like, okay, what on TV isn't?
Yeah, it's like, movies are fake. What I'm trying to do for a living is fake.
Yeah.
It's scripted, it's predetermined, doesn't mean they're not actually doing it.
Which, by the way, the video you put up was pretty cool. I liked it.
Thank you.
It was a good video. I watched it, and it was pretty cool.
Appreciate it. I haven't done a lot of I'm going to self-promote myself here. Sorry. For anybody
cheap,
that
shameless plug.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because this podcast is also going on the KJX3 channel now, my personal, not really personal YouTube channel. It's just where I post all my projects. So I guess personal channel is what I'm trying to say. What the fuck? Um, but where it's also going on this and Anchor, the video previous to this one I did was called Game Over. I really tried to do something different as to what I was always used to, which was more comedy videos on the channel.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the way that I'd like to go. More serious stories, more interesting stories. And I also tried to focus on framing, which is not something I used to ever do. Like, you go down to a few videos back on this channel and you just realize, because it was from high school, and you realize that I had no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Well, that's why, like, the last one. I loved the lighting and the close ups and the flashes of shit that you put in it. It was really cool.
And that's what I really focused on, framing and lighting for sure, because I wanted to make it look good.
But you made
And
me giggle at the beginning when you talked shit about the dude on the phone.
yeah,
I was like, that was
I,
great.
I had to have a little bit of levity because I was going to take a darker turn to it.
Yeah, I think it
So,
went great. I liked it.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. The only problem I had was I was a crew of one.
Yeah.
So, like, I had to go back and redub my lines because if I didn't do that, you would hear a bunch of background noise and it would just sound awful. And I didn't want to deal with that. And my camera doesn't have, like, a mic thing where you can plug in a mic.
Mm.
I didn't get the right camera, I guess, for video. I got the basic, what everybody else will probably have because it's cheap and it has a bunch of nice stuff with it, like a couple of lenses and stuff. But I got a nice camera, or semi-nice camera, I guess.
Nice.
Does me well.
It works. It is a good video. So yeah, you got a good one.
So there, that's a little bit of a shameless plug for the channel there.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Got to promote. Got to promote. That's what our club is all about. Promote.
Speaking of promoting the club, how about that Mountain Artist Democracy?
Gotta love them.
I love them, dude. They endorse. We are endorsed artists for Mountain Artist Democracy. At least I think so. I'm pretty sure that that's going to be the case. I mean, the president's my uncle. You're one of the officers.
I'm actually a national.
Yeah, you're a national officer. I mean,
I'm a national historian and vice president of the Old Dominion chapter. So yeah.
It's nine. I have a 9 times out of 10 chance that we're going to be endorsed. Obviously,
I believe it's already happened. So yeah.
Yeah. So.
And Skinner's dying to be on here, so he'll endorse it just for that.
Oh, hell, absolutely.
He's been bugging the hell out of us. I'm gonna get him on here.
We have a bunch of great artists, not just podcasts, not just film, which seems like I'm the only one of both. We're the only one of both, but whatever. A lot of music people, a lot of actual like visual artists. Jbomb is also a visual artist.
I try.
Just a bunch of great people on. We got a bunch of new prospects that I don't know yet, so this is my introduction to them too. Hello, everybody. I'm the Puddy. How are you?
Yeah, I mean, actually, my crew picked up a new prospect today, and she's a great painter. Does really awesome paintings. I mean, we got pyrographer, like Lulu, who does these beautiful wood burnings, and just great musicians. Great. We got a stand-up comedian. I mean, it's across the board, everything involving the arts. That's what this club's all about. And that's why I love this club.
We have a great club going, and we just want to keep getting bigger.
Oh yeah.
So, if you're interested, please check us out. Facebook.com, Mountain Artist Democracy. Mad. I don't know what the exact URL is, but just look up Mountain Artist Democracy. Is it DC?
EC.
EC, yeah.
Yeah, Mountain Arts Democracy Entertainment Club. Check us out. If you're like-minded like us, interested in joining up, hit me up. Hit up Puddy. We'll figure out a way to see if you want to be in. It's a great. It's not just a club. We've said that on the old podcast. It's more of a family, and it really is. And a lot of the members are actually for real, no shit, legit family. So it's a great thing to be in. I've been in it for going on 2 years almost. I'm at about a year and a half, and it's a great thing.
Definitely very great, guys. I hope you all have enjoyed the podcast. But before we go, I have one thing. So at the ending of the show, I wanted to start doing a little segment where there's a reason why we call ourselves Jbomb and Puddy Save the Planet. So at the end of each episode, we're going to try to give you some advice on how you can be better on this planet, and how you can save it yourself.
I like that.
And this is also going to go into a rant because during the asylum we also had a few
Any
minutes of
last
ranting.
words?
Any
Yeah.
last words? Yeah.
Yeah.
For any of the asylum members that we brought on, or us, whenever we didn't have a guest.
And we were just
And
pissed off at something.
yeah, really cathartic, really nice to just get it off our chest.
It made you feel good for 2 minutes, you know?
And I honestly think I need to do this because it's going to get it off my chest, which I've done it on Facebook already, but not to the extent and to the detail that I wanted. But I'm also going to give advice at the end, so bear with me because I'm going to go. I might ramble a bit, like I sort of am right now.
But he may get out of hand here in a second.
But it's frustrating. So sit back, relax, Jbomb. I got it from here.
Tell me how to save the planet.
So everyone knows what happened this weekend with the terrible mass shootings in El Paso, Texas, and Dayton, Ohio, along with a couple other shootings there. I can't remember the exact areas, but they weren't as big in the sense that there weren't as many fatalities as Dayton and El Paso, but they were still like mass shootings in a place that could have been a lot worse, and ending up in like 31 people dead, several injured. And no matter what your political opinion is on if you're a conspiracy theorist and think it was an inside job, that's not what I want to rant on, because it's not like it doesn't matter, but it's like it doesn't pertain to anything that I like, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to be a dick, and I'm not trying to be a dick if that's how it sounds. But it's like I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And to me, it's just black and white, and a lot of people try to find answers, more complicated answers than what there actually are. To me, it's just a couple of people, or a few people, I should say, going and shooting up a place. The one in El Paso, especially, going into a Walmart with an AK and shooting up the store.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be any more black and white than that, because it really doesn't even matter, because he killed people. And to blame anything that's not particularly like just this person, to blame it on other things, I think is absolutely it's wrong. It's very that's the word I'm looking for here. Not immature, but it's like it doesn't solve anything when you blame it on something that it really isn't.
It's looking for a scapegoat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's looking
a reason
for
to make what happened make more sense to someone.
Yeah, right. So when President Trump gets on TV and says the phrase, due to the violent video games and the access to violent content, violent material that our kids have nowadays, I kind of get mad. In fact, I get really mad.
Yeah.
I'm not even going to say kinda. I get extremely pissed.
Yeah.
It has been proven. And it wasn't even a Trump thing. Like, there are other politicians going on blaming video games and stuff. And it's like, this isn't the 90s. This isn't the early 80s.
Yeah.
I thought we were past blaming video games on a bunch of societal problems.
Yeah.
Just because it was a new media. It's like how movies were whenever they first became a thing. All them damn violent movies.
Yeah.
causing people to go out and kill people, causing people to go out and kill mass amount of people. Those damn comic books, like the oh shit, not the Mad comic books. There was another comic book I remember in horror class that professor talked about that was really violent and gruesome. But those damn comic books soiling our youth. It's a scapegoat to hide the actual issue, or if not hide it, completely ignore it.
It was like back in the '90s when I was a kid. The one thing I remember was Mortal Kombat was, and what the Senate was talking about Mortal Kombat, and talking about this violent video game that makes our children evil. And I played Mortal Kombat since it first came out, and I ain't killed nobody.
It has been tested numerous times and has been studied since. There is no effect on people playing video games and going out and shooting people.
Just like back when Columbine happened, the first thing they blamed was Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
What?
Because they want to push the blame on somebody.
Yeah.
Because it's easy. Because it gives them an easy scapegoat and to ignore the actual problem.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not going to say the actual problem because I don't know. Is it mental illness? I don't know. I don't think it's that simple. I think it's just a mix of almost anything. And maybe video games do have a slight thing to do with it, but I don't think they're the main cause. I don't think they're close to the main cause. If anything, I could see like a game like Call of Duty teaching kids subconsciously, not even directly, but subconsciously, like how to hold a gun.
Yeah.
That's not telling them to
go kill people.
Go out and shoot actual people. Have you played Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Jbomb?
I don't play first-person shooters.
You don't?
No.
Well, there is a very controversial thing that happens in Modern Warfare 2. Came out in 2011. The mission is very infamous. It's called No Russian. You basically are trying to infiltrate. You're not trying. You infiltrate a busy airline with a bunch of people as a bunch of Russians, but you're actually a spy for the other side. But you have to go about with the Russians and go into the airport. And what they end up doing is they shoot up the airport. It's a mass murder. Bunch of people die in the game. Bunch of people killing. And you have a choice. You have a choice. You don't have to kill anybody. You can just walk with them. The only time you have to kill anybody is whenever they're shooting at you.
Yeah.
You have a choice whether or not to shoot innocent civilians or not. That's your choice.
Yeah.
But I will say that even as controversial as that scene is, and as dark and as scary as that scene is, I never felt, after playing it, like going to an airline
and killing people. Yeah.
Because why would you?
Yeah.
Why in your right fucking mind? And maybe that's the problem. Maybe it is a mental thing. I don't know. Again, like I said, I don't think it's that simple. But why in the holy fuck, whenever this game is presenting it as something that's not good, would you take the image of this video game and go into an actual place and think, I'm going to do what they did?
Yeah.
I'm going to go in and I'm going to kill everybody that I see.
Yeah.
Because there's also the choice of not.
Well, it's just like, I don't know if you remember this, you might have been too young, but when the first Matrix came out, right after the Matrix came out was when one of those school shootings happened, and the kids were wearing, trench coats and black clothes, so they automatically blamed the Matrix for it.
Obviously.
I've watched the Matrix, and I haven't once thought about going into a school and shooting people.
One of the manifestos from just the research that I've done actually had the guy talk about video games. And of course, that's what the media wants to talk about. But, and you can watch Jim Sterling's video. That's a British YouTuber. He's more big into video games. That's what his whole channel's about. More big into what I am. But he made the point that the manifesto, whatever the guy wrote, was actually saying the exact opposite of what politicians try to shove it down our throat
Yeah.
as if like they try to say, well, it's because of video games that I was playing that I did this, but apparently it's the exact opposite, and they just try to change it up.
Yeah.
So before I could go on, it makes my blood boil because it's something I really like. It's not even so much of a hobby anymore. It's just because I do it so much, and maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe I'm addicted. I can argue that. Too much of a bad thing is an addiction, or too much of a good thing is an addiction too.
Yeah.
And you can argue that, yeah.
I mean, as far as that
But
situation goes, I've never understood placing the blame on things like video games or movies or music or anything like that, because even before video games, before movies, before metal music, there were still people out there killing each other.
yeah,
Charles Manson and the things that he was involved with. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer. I mean, shit, go back to all the way back to Genghis Khan. I mean, there was mass murderers before any of this stuff was ever invented.
I'm sure that
My personal opinion on the subject is there are people in this world that are inherently evil. Um,
yes,
some people are good people, and some people don't want to be good people. And then some people change their mind, start out a good person and change their mind and say, "Fuck it, I want to be a bad person." To to say that a video game or a movie or a song was that switch that flipped a good person bad is a ridiculous thought.
it's irresponsible.
Yeah,
It's irresponsible trying to cover up the truth of no matter what side you're on, no matter why they did it. Apparently, the one guy was a white supremacist, but the other guy was actually on the other side.
mm.
So no one, it's like no side is innocent here.
No, I mean, some
Everybody,
people are inherently evil.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just evil. It's just
yeah,
bad. It's just people that think that they can do something to either get themselves noticed or just be like, fuck it, I don't care. I want to kill people.
yeah. And I mean, and then also think about it this way: there's terrorists in other countries that torture and kill people, for their beliefs, and I bet you none of them's ever played Call of Duty.
I guarantee it.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate for them because they just can't get it. Like they can't. Um, they don't have the luxury of what we have. But it's like if they had it, would you blame that on them too? If they still wanted to do it, would you still blame video games on terrorists still wanting to be terrorists?
yeah.
I,
It makes no sense.
it really doesn't.
No.
So here's my advice. Here's the whole wrap up here for this segment. If video games are the cause for any kind of mental issue, any kind of issues in your life that are starting to trigger it, if there really is an issue with that, and video games are the culprit, as much as I love video games, I can't recommend them to people that can't handle it. I can't recommend anything to anybody that can't handle it.
Yeah.
So, what I suggest is my advice. If you still want to play games, fine. Don't play violent ones. Play Mario.
Yeah.
Play, if you're a PlayStation person, play Little Big Planet.
Yeah.
Play something that's not going to incite violence. Don't play GTA. Don't play Call of Duty. Don't play anything like that. Play something nice. Play Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Play.
If you're prone to psychotic episodes, stay away from violent video games.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. If you can't honestly handle it, then don't play it.
Yeah.
And that goes exactly what I was just about to say. If you can't even handle that though, if even that's doing something, well then I'm sorry. Even if you do enjoy it, maybe you just need to find a new hobby.
Maybe you should pick up sewing.
Maybe you should read a book.
Yeah.
Because I can't say it because I'm not you. I'm not the person listening. But maybe you just can't handle it.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't handle it. And
Buy
that's
a dog.
perfectly fine. Buy a dog, yeah. Take up running. Play
Pick up drawing.
basketball.
Yeah.
Drawing, yes.
Yeah.
Dude, join MAD.
There you go. Yeah.
Become an artist.
Yeah. Art is a great escape.
It's a very good escape.
Yeah.
Right.
What's not a
Right.
good escape is shooting people.
What's a horrible mistake, was a horrible escape, excuse me, is going up into a Walmart with an AK-47 and killing 20 people and injuring dozens of others.
Innocent people.
That did nothing.
No.
That were probably more focused on getting home and going to bed. And
Or bringing groceries home to their children.
Or going to take a poop.
Yeah, anything.
I don't mean to bring levity into it because it's a very serious situation, but it's just like you don't know what those people were doing.
Yeah, and you ended their life.
You were so irresponsible that you went in there because you're fucked up no matter what's going on with you, no matter what your opinions are, no matter what your mindset was, you're still fucked up.
Yeah.
And you go in and shoot a bunch of people. You chose that. That wasn't something forced. No. Just like people say, like, oh, I was forced to do something. I was forced to take drugs. Were you?
Yeah.
Were you forced to take drugs? Like, I can understand it if, like, your parents did drugs and, like, maybe you inherited it because your parents didn't know you were doing it. Maybe because that's what you saw.
But even in the end, it comes down to the fact that for some reason people can't accept responsibility for their actions. They'd rather blame it on something else.
That's true, yeah. They can't accept that maybe I did do this.
Yeah.
And I don't want to accept that I did it. So I'm going to blame everybody else.
Yeah.
That's immature. That's childish. Yeah. That's irresponsible.
Yeah.
You did it.
Everyone's responsible for their own actions.
This guy decided to go in and shoot people.
Yeah.
The guy in El Paso, the guy in Dayton, anybody that did anything violent chose that.
Yeah.
There was one, I'm not going to talk about it in depth because it's so close to home and I know the people that happened to, but there was an incident that happened around here not too long ago at all. That person chose to end someone's life.
No.
They chose that. I don't care what the situation is.
Their own free will, they made that decision.
You made your decision when you picked up that gun and pulled the trigger.
Yeah.
And the advice I have to you is think, too. Think about your actions. Think about what's going to happen to me, what's going to happen to others. Because to these people, it doesn't even matter what's going to happen to others. They only think about them.
Yeah.
But they don't even think about them great. They don't even think about them.
I'm not even sure if they have their own safety or their own life in their thought at that moment.
They only think about
it doesn't end well for that guy.
They only think about them in the moment.
Yeah.
And you can't do that in life. You have to think about what the past has led up to this to happen. You have to think about the future and what's going to happen if I do this. Life is all about cause and effect.
Yeah.
It's simple. It's complicated in the sense that a lot of stuff happens in your life. Shit happens. Look what happened to this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't mean to like put something into a mass shooting. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just saying like shit happens.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate and it's sad.
Life is full of ups and downs.
You have to get over those ups and downs.
Yeah. Learn from them.
Learn from them. If you don't learn from your mistakes, you're doomed to repeat them. I have learned that so well this year. If you don't learn from your past mistakes, you're doomed to repeat those
Yeah.
said past mistakes.
Yep.
And it's like this country isn't learning.
It's all going backwards.
They keep having these shootings happening from different people, obviously. Different people doing these mass shootings, but it's like we're still blaming video games. This is still a problem that we've had since the 80s and the 90s.
It's a problem that's been around since the beginning of humanity.
Yeah, since the beginning of, like, books. All those violent books. You gonna tell me I can't read a book?
I mean, look, you think back to the Civil War, the Holocaust, World War I, World War II, Vietnam. There wasn't no video games then to be blaming all this violence on.
You think Adolf Hitler played Battlefield and thought,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm gonna go and kill 6 million Jews"?
Yeah, exactly.
You think, and that's a meme that I actually got, by the way. I saw that online. I thought, yeah, I'm bringing it up sometime or another.
Yeah,
But honestly, what the fuck?
exactly.
Think. Don't
It
do
goes
something
back
stupid.
to accepting responsibility for your own actions instead of trying to blame it on something else.
Don't be stupid.
Yeah,
Think. And if
I've
you want to play video games, fine. Don't play video games that are going to cause anything that's trigger in your head.
yeah. I
And
mean,
if you-
video games never made me want to kill anybody. Movies never made me kill anyone.
Me neither.
And I listen to lots of metal, and I've never listened to a Slipknot song that made me want to walk out the door and shoot someone.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm right there with you.
exactly.
So I'm hot. I'm heated. I'm aggravated.
Heated up.
I'm upset. But I got it off my
Yes.
chest, so once we're done with this, I'll probably be very happy.
Feel a little better. Yeah,
Because I finally got off my chest exactly how I feel.
it's nice to vent sometimes.
I really do think I could go on, but I don't want to because I'm already hot.
Already pissed.
And we're like 2 hours into our return episode almost.
We're getting there. Yeah,
So
we had a lot to cover. We had a lot to talk about.
we did. And I think this is a good start. A great start,
and,
actually.
And plus, hey, Puddy, we're back.
We are back.
We are
And we're
back.
here to save the planet.
Woohoo! Exactly. I like it.
So, for my friend Jbomb, my good Puddy, my pal, my partner in, not crime, partner in savior? That doesn't make sense.
Saving the planet.
For Jbomb, I'm the Puddy. Thank you all for listening. We hope to be back here next week. Jbomb.
I'll just say what I always say.
Yep.
Everybody out there, stay metal.
Have a good night, guys.
Peace.